All right, I want to take a look at Foodie Booty's community page post from yesterday. This has since been deleted, but she threw up this gigantic wall of text the other day. Foodie Booty has quit YouTube, I think maybe 4 or 5 times in the last 2 weeks. So the main thing about what is making Chantal so mad right now is what's going on with FFG. FFG is a reaction channel, French fried girl, and she's a reaction channel who is stunting, literally curb stomping Foodie Booty in the financial department. There's really no other way to put it. I mean, Chantal will put up a vlog and, it might get like 8,000 views, and then French Fry Girl will watch it on her stream and she'll be getting donations the whole time while providing commentary, and she'll make $900. So Foodie Booty is finding this very frustrating, and she is finding it difficult to find a way around this because this reaction channel sort of has a monopoly on her whole program. So here she goes off on her community post saying, reaction channels, let's all sit around and do nothing and wait for Foodie Beauty to work on her content and upload. Can someone tell me exactly how it is fair for me to make a simple video, a simple vlog, a simple stream talking with my own community, only to have, and this is no exaggeration, at least 10 or more, quote, reactors, super lazy reacting, if you can call it that, go on a live with their community immediately or soon after I post? The problem is that their community is built on my content or on hate for me. So Chantal is mad. She's mad that these people are reacting to her content. This is something that we have seen in Amber Lynn's side of Girl World very frequently about the whole, you're stealing my content, you're using my content, I'm the one doing all the work, reaction channels are lazy, I don't care about transformative content, I don't care about people that are adding in their own edits or whatever. So they're mad that their content is being used to create a video. That's really all it comes down to. They don't like being talked about. The problem is that their community is built on my content or the hate for me. It gives people who do not want to give me the views for my own content a place to go and watch and hate. So Foodie Beauty here is continuing to perpetuate the discussion that people would go and watch her channel if it weren't for reaction channels. So what she's saying is, if people like Just Breezin', French Fried Girl, Alex is Shook, Zachary Michael, if none of them had channels that made videos about Chantal, they would be otherwise clicking on Foodie Beauty's channel and watching her videos straight from the source. Let me just ask you that. Would you do that? Would you do that? If you didn't have me for Amber Lynn, or for Foodie Beauty or anything like this, would you go and watch it there without someone pausing their video and providing commentary or adding in cute little edits or voiceovers, or I don't even know. Like, you can edit a video 1,000 different ways. So would you go and watch it unedited from Foodie Beauty? Or do you only prefer watching it if something is added to it? Do you only prefer this entree if certain ingredients are also stirred into the pot? Or would you eat it straight from the source? Chantal likes to think that you would. She goes on to say, again, my content. If you do not like me or my content, then one should simply not watch. So if you don't like Chantal and you don't like her content, that means that you should stay away from Chantal. You should not watch anything about Chantal. You should not watch other people talk about Chantal. Those people should not be talking about Chantal. So basically, if you don't like something in life, or you don't like someone in life, according to Chantal, you just shouldn't talk about it. You should just not watch. You should put your head in the sand. You should just go away. She later says, I am writing this because I searched YouTube and even Amber Lynn reactors are not lazy and don't usually use her entire videos in a 2 to 3 hour live stream. I have to laugh. I have to laugh because Chantal does not like Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn does not like Chantal. These two people do not like each other. In my opinion, I don't think that they ever did. I think that they just leaned on one another and used each other as examples when they wanted to discuss YouTubers being exploited. So what Foodie Beauty here is, in my opinion, what she's saying is there is not a channel on YouTube in which someone does to Amber Lynn what French Fried Girl does to Chantal. So she feels slighted by this. She doesn't like that there isn't someone doing to Amber Lynn what French Fried Girl's doing to her, and that's unfair. So really, if someone was taking Amber Lynn's vlogs, for example, and was watching them little bit by little bit and talking to the audience while it was going on and getting super chats and everything and getting double, if not triple the amount of views that Amber Lynn was getting, you know, because that's not going on, it's not fair that it's happening for just her. She literally quite says it in the next sentence. It's not fair for one creator, in parentheses, me, to make something for my viewers only to have it stolen immediately after. See, and that's like where Chantal will just never get a clue. You know, to use the word stolen, that would mean I would go to her thing, her channel. I would play her video. I would press record. I would mute my microphone. I would not add in any edits, any voiceovers, anything. I would just take her video. I would download her video essentially, and then I would upload it to my page. You can't do that. What you can do is you can download someone's content, watch it, talk about it with people, give your opinions, etc. And that's exactly what French Fry Girl and all the other reaction channels do. But Foodie Booty likes to use this word here, stolen, that it can't be altered or transformed or anything of the sort. So using it and providing commentary on it, in her opinion, is stealing. She says, I lose many views this way, and yes, it is a problem that any creator would dislike. Imagine if it was you. I have seen reactors copy strike people for way less. Honestly, just sniping my stream and adding in a derogatory or even nice comment about something so petty and trivial is just not a fair reaction. It makes me not even want to put in any effort into doing anything. I don't believe that. I don't believe Chantal here when she says that it makes her not want to put in any effort to do anything. Here's why. Even though there is a reaction channel out there that is making 3, if not 4 times the amount of views and money that Chantal is making per month, that does not mean that it is still not lucrative for Chantal to be a YouTuber. We talked about this on my live stream from last Friday. We got on here. I eyeballed Chantal's views. I looked at her super chats. I looked at things, and I gave a ballpark figure. And it was about 1/4 of what FFG made in the month of February. But you have to think about it from a YouTuber standpoint. Okay, so Chantal is getting on here, and she's screaming at a webcam. She's yelling at people. She's eating. She's really, in my opinion, in terms of work, not really doing that much. And if you're still making a living, if you're still making thousands of dollars every month that can help you be a functioning adult, it's weird to use Foodie Booty and functioning in the same sentence, but if she's still able to make the amount of money to be a functioning adult, she is just at this point upset that FFG is doing it in a way that is bringing in $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a month. So I think that this is making her mad because she's thinking to herself, well, this is mine. That's my money. If she wasn't making that $17,000, if her channel didn't exist, that would be my $17,000, which is definitely not the case. The people sending in super chats to FFG and the people that are watching her ads and making her revenue, that does not mean that it would transfer over to you, Chantal. I've never understood that. I have never understood that. People are watching someone else's, their commentary, their reaction, their opinions. They're talking to the streamer while they're streaming and asking questions. Why do you think that money would just transfer over to you? It makes me not even want to put in any effort into doing anything. I mean, if that were the case, this isn't anything recent. This has been going on for a long time. Reaction channels have been around for years. So if this were really the case, and if Amber Lynn and Chantal really did, if this demoralized them to the point that they did not want to be YouTube creators anymore, they would have quit years ago. But they know, even though their content is being transformed and other people are, quote, making money off of it, it's still financially beneficial for them to do so. So I think that there is a component of this conversation to be had where we can discuss the topic of entitlement, in which Chantal feels entitled to people's money and she feels entitled to a large check every month just for being a creator on YouTube. That's not the case. I think that Foodie Booty definitely forgets that you need to bring what people find captivating about you, and you need to find a way to consistently monetize that and make it interesting. You know, you're only as good as your last video. And in social media, it's very good to be uploading every day or every other day. You need to be very consistent. You need to be up to date. You need to be talking about things that just happened 6 hours ago. And Chantal doesn't always do that. She doesn't like to put in a lot of effort. She just likes to turn on the webcam and do whatever, eat, scream, talk about whatever, but she thinks that is enough to give her these 5-figure paychecks every month, which honestly, when I take a look at what Chantal puts on YouTube and what I see some reaction channels put on YouTube, I just know from like an editing background and a commentary background that those reaction channels are putting leaps and bounds more effort into their channel and what they're putting out on their page versus what Chantal's doing, which she just comes on here, clicks go live, and then screams on her webcam. I mean, so really, can you be that upset? I mean, that people are putting in more effort and are in exchange making more money off of it? YouTubers are not copyright protected. The process is very hard and expensive, but imagine an author, for example, just finished writing a book. The minute they put it out, someone starts streaming and reading the entire thing. Do we think that is a good parallel for what goes on YouTube reaction channels? If someone wrote a book and I were to read it and create an audio book of it, would that be the same thing? No. I don't think it would. Now, if I were to create a response to the book and talk about the different chapters and the characters and the plot line and the drama and the climax and whatever goes on in the book, yeah, that's transforming it. But if I were to just read the book, record it, and then monetize it, no. And that's not what people are doing, Chantal. People aren't just downloading your content and re-uploading it and making money. Her rant continues by saying, no. What should happen is that the critic reads the book, then makes a non-lazy summary of points worth criticizing. You don't just use someone else's content to build a community and discuss a 10-minute video over 3 hours. So Chantal here is saying that people should be watching her videos and then making a summary of the video, not using the video and acting as a commentator while watching it simultaneously. I'm not really sure what she's trying to get at here, but I do think it's funny that she is saying that these reaction videos that people are making are lazy. I mean, really, what does Chantal do? She comes on the computer, she presses go live, and then screams at the webcam and eats pizza. And then she's yelling at everyone else that they can't be lazy. I don't know. I mean, really, like this commentary writes itself. It does. So she goes on to say, I don't know how people don't think this will affect me or my livelihood or don't care. Okay, so this is probably the funniest sentence out throughout this gigantic wall of text, in my opinion. I don't know how people don't think this will affect me or my livelihood. Chantal, you're a YouTuber. You have a YouTube channel that you go live on and eat on and scream at. Like, this is not people ruining your livelihood. Like, I cannot believe she used that word. As far as the not caring part, I mean, Chantal, haven't you said yourself that you don't care about other people's mental health? You don't care about other people's feelings? So it really comes down to Chantal thinks that people should not be allowed to voice their opinions about others. She thinks that they should be silenced, and they should instead take a route in life in which they don't watch it. Don't like it, don't watch it. Not don't like it, don't make commentary about it. It's just, if you don't like me, if you don't like Foodie Beauty, then don't say bad things about me. Don't criticize me. Don't provide constructive criticism on me. So if you're, this is giving very Amber Lynn right now. If you're not here to support me, then I don't want you here at all. If you're not here to pat me on the back and tell me that everything's going to be okay and that I'll get them next time, champ, then I don't want you around. So Chantal really is someone that is seemingly against free speech. She doesn't want people speaking out against her. She doesn't like it. And I think that this is interesting considering where she has recently decided to live in the world. She's always, in a strange way, talking up Kuwaiti culture, in which you're not allowed to say whatever you want. If you say a certain thing about someone, say something bad about them or their family or the things that they do or their profession or whatever, or the way that they look, you'll go to jail. And she always seems to say that with a little bit of like a sinister smile on her face. You're not allowed to say whatever you want here. So Chantal is kind of, in a way, showing that she's someone that is wanting to silence people, does not want people talking about her. She just wants to do and say whatever she wants. And if you don't like it, you can go away. But little does she know that is not how the internet works. And people on the internet have a lot of opinions on a lot of things. So no, Chantal, that is not the way the internet works. And unfortunately for you, I mean, if you don't like the way the internet works, you should just go away. Like you're telling all these other people to go away, because, it's demoralizing for you to be on here and you don't want to have to make videos where people steal your stuff and everything. So really, I mean, if you don't like it, why don't you just, by your own logic, go away? Why even try to fight this? Why even write this gigantic paragraph? Why don't you just shut the webcam down and find another way to make money in life? You're the one that's continuing to be here to try to make money off of this. Unless it actually is financially beneficial for you to do so. And even though people are making more money than you, you're still making a decent living. So, that must be the case then, right? Okay. The latter half of this says, to go through any effort to make videos or put myself out there only for others to reap the benefits behind a computer screen. It's because no one would watch these reactors unless they capture it right away. But that's not true, because some reactors take the time to make a very thoughtful reaction and don't simply steal every piece of content I put out immediately after. I hope someday YouTube changes the terms of service, but I am seriously considering another platform. This is baloney. This is all hilarious. This is funnier than her saying like, oh, people don't care about my livelihood. I mean, so hoping is not, what's going to, change it, Chantal. I mean, actions and behaviors and the way that the people on here perceive you is going to change it, not, a billion-dollar corporation changing their privacy just because, you know, their privacy content or whatever, because you're a little bit pressed about French fried girl making fun of you. I mean, like, really, like... She also seems to hone in on the time in which people upload, which something I've noticed, Amber Lynn doesn't really care about that. If you make a video about Amber Lynn a few hours after the fact, like she's uploaded a video, she doesn't really care. With Chantal, though, I've seen, especially with like the fashion show footage that French Fried Girl got, Chantal thinks that she's entitled to have first dibs, that, you know, when she puts something up on YouTube, everyone should get a chance to come and watch it straight from the tap. They should come straight to youtube.com/foodiebeauty and watch it straight there. Not seeing someone else immediately streaming it so that they feel enticed to go watch it somewhere else. Truth is, Chantal, I think that people would wait. I don't think that people care to see it in real time straight from the source. And I mean, that's something that you need to work out. If someone is doing your job better than you, then I mean, you need to alter the way that you do it. So I think that if she put up a stream at 4 p.m. on a Wednesday and French Fried Girl did not go live with that video until the following day at 6 p.m., I think that most, if not all of those viewers, I mean, she might get some if, you know, she doesn't stream it immediately, but it's not this overwhelming majority that she thinks it would be. People here subscribe to me as Bbj'S, and if you really want to watch me, you can subscribe on TikTok for the same price. I'd like to try to build a community elsewhere out of reach of so many grubby hands. Oh, that's hilarious. Her calling other people greedy. So the person that's trying to move to a different platform to make more money is calling other people greedy. Okay. The whole thing about trying to build a platform on TikTok, I really don't understand. Chantal made herself on YouTube. She has made her most money on YouTube. It's never been TikTok. It won't be TikTok. I don't know why she thinks that she can make more money on there if she's already struggling on what is to believe to be the most lucrative platform, which is YouTube. So this is just Chantal logic at this point. Wrapping up here, she says, there are also a lot of new people who follow me every day on there, and I could play music. Regardless of your excuse of why you watch on reaction channels because it is free and etc., it's still wrong, and it's still stealing views, and really, if I do leave this platform, you all will have nothing. I mean, how does that work? Even if you go to TikTok, that doesn't mean that people can't use your TikTok content on YouTube to make videos about. Why suddenly would everything come to a screeching halt just because you decide to upload content on a different website? I don't really see how that works. Huh. That's a little bit lost on me. But I mean, this whole paragraph was lost on me. This is all just, in my opinion, her screaming and banging her fists on the table because French Fried Girl is making more money than her. A short while after, Chantal put up this very long, again, community page post complaining about the cats and a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's take a look. All right. I've had enough. If reaction channels are so interesting on their own, good luck vlogging because I am out of here. Or good luck picking apart my past. Also, when I do get back to Canada, I will be pursuing a defamation case against a certain vile dump truck as well as emotional damages. Just wait. And for what? Animal abuse allegations, which are 100% false. Animal control came 3 times and reported no neglect or abuse, period. Your chin literally shakes when you talk, and you have the nerve to body shame me, you manly pillowcase. I have no idea what that means. A manly pillowcase. I mean, I could understand maybe her calling another female manly as like a diss, as like, you know, not being as feminine or whatever, but a pillowcase. I'm just trying to put together like how that's an insult. Like I have never heard that in my life before. I've heard many insults against many different types of people over many years, but a pillowcase. I don't get that. Maybe she's trying to say like, so you know how like a pillow is kind of like puffy, right? So like maybe like pillow means fat. So the pillowcase that goes over the fatty pillow, maybe it's like a fat joke. Maybe it has something to do with body. I don't know, but that would be strange coming from Chantal. I don't know. If I was Chantal and I was coming for someone else, I think that weight would probably want to be one of the last things that I would come for, but she doesn't seem to think so. Just dissecting the first paragraph of this thing, though. Good luck vlogging because I'm out of here. So Chantal thinks that if reaction channels didn't have her to talk about, they would cease to exist or they wouldn't make any money anymore. The truth is, for motivated people who are interested in making reactionary or commentary content on YouTube, they will always find a way to continue to report on different things. So, just if Foodie Booty wasn't around, or if Amber Lynn, quit YouTube, or, something happened to one of the two of them in which they didn't be able to vlog on here anymore, that doesn't mean that a reaction channel would suddenly become their own personality channel. In my opinion, a reaction channel or a commentary channel or a parody channel or whatever, completely way different content than what Amber Lynn and Chantal do on here. Amber Lynn and Chantal come on here and they talk about their life. They talk about updates. They talk about other people and the food that they eat. I mean, reaction channels exist to provide commentary about someone else's life. So I don't really understand why Foodie Booty would think that reaction channels would have just to continue to make money, they would have to resort to streaming their own life, because that's not what the person's interested in creating. So she said that she's going to be suing FFG for defamation, which we've been hearing so many times. Chantal likes to repeat herself. She definitely likes to repeat herself. I mean, just in 2 weeks, she said that she has been going to quit YouTube about 4 or 5 times. And she has also said that she is going to sue French Fried Girl many times. I think I have like screenshots from like 6 months ago of her saying like, oh, just wait. I got a lawyer. Actually, just before she left for Kuwait, she said that she had a lawyer on retainer for suing French Fried Girl. That has yet to see its way into Girl World. Lawsuits are very expensive. Defamation lawsuits are hard to prove. They're timely, and 9 times out of 10, they're not worth it. I mean, I could maybe see if it was like a celebrity or like a corporation or, somebody lost millions of dollars. But I mean, Chantal Foodie Beauty taking French Fried Girl. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine this going to court? Like an actual judge, someone who graduated law school and passed the bar, like reading this, like Foodie Beauty versus French Fried Girl. Over what? I mean, what kind of money do you think you're entitled to? Does she really think that she's entitled to the money that French Fried Girl makes on her channel just because French Fried Girl talks about her? Oh my. Okay, moving on. For years, all of you have been a part of my life and my cats' lives. You saw how much I loved them. You also saw how my mental was on and off, good and bad. I have never abused my animals. The cat's nails was not intentional neglect. Google an elderly cat's nails. Sam's were fine. If I abused and starved my cats, animal control would have taken them the 3 times they came to our home. Do I need to produce their records? Saying I starved my cats is defamation, and every penny you made exploiting my cat will come back when I sue the raggedy Adidas shirt off of your back. I will give it to Chantal. I mean, like, sometimes she does say stuff. It's just like, oh my gosh, like how stupid, like funny stupid. Like, The whole pillowcase thing, that was like a swing and a miss to me, but like raggedy Adidas shirt, like if you don't know, French Fry Girl is like known for wearing Adidas clothes. It's like kind of her thing. So it's just so stupid. I love it. As far as like the animal control thing goes, from what I know, animal control was called to their house either by Bbj'S or people who watch Chantal or people who watch FFG, and they did a wellness check on the cats. And to my knowledge, they left notes on the door when they came. It was never a home inspection. They never came in to the villa and met Chantal or met Pete's and looked at the cats or anything. It was always just them stopping by and leaving a note. They never examined the cats, to my knowledge, from what I have been told. So Chantal here saying that she needs to produce. Do I need to produce the records? I mean, that might help. I mean, I think that people's minds are kind of made up when it comes to this whole Bbj thing after, what we've seen with the vet and heard and, the thing with the nails and everything. But I mean, you could try to, redeem yourself a little bit. What I think would be better for Chantal, but I mean, she would never do this, is admitting fault, admitting and not trying to use anything as an excuse, like, I was upset, I was in my mentals, that's why I didn't take care of my cats. Like, not making any excuse, just saying, okay, yeah, I neglected them. I could have been a better owner. I could have done a lot more. I was a bad pet owner, and it's happened, and the only thing I can do now is apologize and try to do better in my future. That's what a lot of people would want to hear. Chantal would rather come on here and type in all caps and fight people and say, this never happened, that never happened, I'm a good person, I loved my cat. Like, it's very obvious to us what went on, Chantal. I mean, there's a lot of footage of it, and there is proof from French Fry Girl. And I mean, just the fact that the cat and you gave away this cat, in whose hands did it end up in? Your arch nemesis's hands. Like, how much research did you do into the person that was supposed to take this cat? I mean, the fact that it ended up in the person that you hate the most in this world just kind of tells me that you didn't really care. Saying I starved my cats is defamation. Every penny you made will come back to me. Did I let the house get messy? Oh, so okay. This is her trying to redeem herself a little bit and try to show a little bit of responsibility. Did I let the house get messy and neglect the cleanliness of their eating area sometimes? Yes, but they were always fed. Yes, but, oh my gosh, don't you love that? Don't you love in an apology or when someone is trying to own up to something, their thing is, yes, but. Okay, and here we go on to blame depression. When I enter a deep depression, even cleaning the villa became too much. And yes, mental health is a valid excuse for neglecting your life. Something I heard on another reaction channel is sometime last year, Chantal was making upwards of $25,000 a month. If you're making $25,000 a month and you are someone that enters deep depressions to the point where you cannot clean your house or clean the eating area for your pets. I mean, it's not like Chantal was living in some 11-bedroom mansion with 7 bathrooms and a bunch of cars. I mean, she was in like a 2-bedroom villa with one other person. I mean, she could have gotten a maid. She could have gotten a housekeeper to come by once a week to help tidy up. I mean, if you're making that amount of money, I mean, what is the excuse at that point? I mean, because we saw during that season that she was spending her money on a whole lot of other stuff. So why was it okay to buy the ex-boyfriend an iPad and cigarettes and pay his rent and everything, but you couldn't afford a maid or a housekeeper for like, I don't even know how much that would be to clean a villa. I don't know, more than like a couple $100. So I don't know. The whole blaming depression thing here is just pretty eye roll for me. And she goes on to say, as I said a million times, when I videoed Pete's from Kuwait, he showed me her nails and they were fine, or at least looked that way. So in my opinion, she's trying to blame the quality of the video, or she's trying to blame Pete's here. It just in like 3 different examples in this paragraph alone, there have been the assignment of blame on other things. So it's been depression, it's been Pete's, it's been video quality, it's It's just like, it's always someone else's fault. It's never her fault. And if it is her fault, there's a reason for it. There's an excuse for it. It's just, exhausting. Elderly cats' nails grow coarser and longer than younger cats. I clipped their nails with Pete's before I left for Kuwait. I didn't know that elderly cats' nails need to be trimmed every 2 to 3 weeks, which is why they were so overgrown and Sam's were fine. Like, okay, if you're someone that's just like listening to me talk right now, you're doing something else, like, please look at the screen just for like 2 seconds. Like, please look at this. Like, this gigantic Noah's Ark wall of text, like, of all caps lock. Like, oh my God, like, this is insanity. This is insanity. Grow World is, it's losing it. Grow World is going off the rails. Oh, Lord. Okay. I got home, and because on video her nails were fine, I didn't check them right away. Oh my gosh. There's an excuse for everything. So I clipped the cat's nails before I left for Kuwait. When did she leave for Kuwait? Like October or November? So she got back in February. So that would have been, what, like 3 months? 3 months-ish. So she was gone 3 months, came back. The cat's nails. So in that time, the cat's nails grew. So really what this is telling me is she's trying to blame Pete's, because the cat was Pete's responsibility. And in the time, if the nails were growing, she wasn't there to get them clipped. But the thing was, I mean, Chantal was back for like a month. She was like back home in Canada for 3 to 4 weeks. So by the time she went and gave the cat away, she had ample time to take the cat to get the nails trimmed. But instead she drove around and got takeout and live streamed and did a whole bunch of other stuff. But she didn't take the cats to get checked up or get the nails done. I mean, she was home for a whole month and this went on. So again, it's always someone else's fault. And if things do make sense, there's a reason for that too. So, when I did check them, I saw them overgrown. I immediately made a call to her vet and made the appointment. To say I intentionally caused Bbj'S pain is defamation and BS. So I don't think that Chantal intentionally caused this. I just think that she's a very lazy person. I think that she is someone that only cares about herself, only thinks about herself, what's in her best interest. She's not someone that should probably be taking care of pets. I don't think that she intentionally let this cat's nails grow to the point that they would grow in pain and cause this pet discomfort. I just think that she's lazy. So some of you have, I don't even know what this is about. So this is about a certain reaction show. I don't know anything about that story, so I'm not going to talk about that. Before rehoming Bbj'S, I clearly stated to FFG, the liar who took her, I was concerned about the nails and her health and wanted to take her to the vet. She's 21. If I was starving her, how did she live this long? Both my pets always looked extremely happy in all photos and videos. Not sure about that. There is a photo of the cat biting Chantal, actually. Don't act brand new about this. Only the scammer FFG who thinks she will get away with what she did in the long term. Again, just wait, Danny DeVito looking freak. Also, you shame our home and look at where you streamed with cokehead Shannon. Oh my gosh. By the way, before I end this video, we need to take a look at what, actually, I don't even know if I could stream that video. Okay, I'm just going to talk about it. I'm just going to talk about it. So what happened is the friend, Shannon is Chantal's like lifelong friend. I don't know how long they've been friends, but they're not friends anymore. Basically, Shannon became friends with FFG after Shannon stopped being friends with Chantal. And after Chantal wrote in this page, this community page post that she called Shannon a cokehead or whatever, you guys should really go watch it. Just YouTube search like Shannon Foodie Booty pops off or something like that. Like this woman like screams at the camera for like 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. She's like, yeah, how dare you call me a cokehead? She was like, I'm going to go and get a drug test tomorrow and I'm going to show it on camera and I'm going to show you that I'm not a cokehead. So her and this Shannon girl hate each other now. She goes on to say that in Shannon's house, there was a literal old towel hanging from the window. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with anything. You drove high. How does Chantal know that? How does Chantal know if someone was under the influence while operating a vehicle? Like, what? More hypocrisy. Obviously, the cat at 21 is going to have a myriad of health problems. Okay, more just, continuing Chantal's stupid little rant and then deflection. And then she is trying to poke the nerves of FFG by pointing out that her dogs had to be put down. Just a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense. I mean, this whole thing that I'm circling with my mouse right now is just pure lunacy. She goes on to scream, beyond the messy, dry cat food area from having a messy home when I could barely function myself. And then she blames it's mental health shaming. So the fact that you're telling Chantal she should have taken better care of her house when she was making $25,000 a month, or better paying better attention to her pets, that's mental health shaming. And from the nails, which is ignorance on my part, I have always loved and cared for my pets, so much so that BBJ lived 21 years. I hope using caps lock will help you understand, because nothing else does. The only reason that ugly pillowcase, again, I don't get that. Should I Urban Dictionary that? Like, have you guys ever heard this in your life? Like, calling someone a pillowcase. Is pillowcase an insult? Let me see this. No. I am not seeing anything about pillowcase being an insult. Narcoleptic. On Urban Dictionary, when you search pillowcase, it says narcoleptic, a ditzy blonde who acts like a 3-year-old, a senior citizen who is addicted to fabric. Yeah, I have never heard pillowcase as an insult. This is new for me. This is like, breaking news for me. Anyway, in her hate campaign against me, and all of you morons are falling for it. You don't see videos of BBJ. All you see is a crappy updated picture. And of course the vet will find things wrong. She is 21. Of course the vet's going to find things wrong. She's 21. I'm done letting this stupid platform of vampires and hateful, disgusting weirdos damage my mental health further. Go on just boozing. Use this rage to feed your kid, you weirdo. And Messy Poo, you Islamophobic. Oh, so Missy Moo is now Islamophobic. She's calling her Messy Poo. Messy Poo, you Islamophobic weirdo. You make fun of my abaya, but nice tablecloth you wore in your previous stream with 12 viewers. Enjoy this rage because it's the last you'll ever hear from me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the last we're ever going to hear from Chantal. I tried one final time, but I'm done. Even the money is not worth it anymore. Salah made bank anyway this Ramadan, so I don't care about money. Improving... Oh my god, this is so fun. This is hilarious. Improving my life offline is the only way right now. Waving emoji, kissing emoji. Oh gee, look at this. My pet's so neglected and abused. Messy Poo, your animals look more unkept always than mine ever did, hypocrite. You people are weird and sick, and no matter how messy my life is, at least I don't take part in hate. So the woman who just made 4 gigantic wall-to-wall posts of caps lock doesn't... calling people a whole bunch of names, a whole bunch of cokehead and you drive high and animal killer, and all. At least I don't take part in hate. I love how that's how she finishes all of this. These gigantic paragraphs of calling a whole bunch of stupid B word, all this like. At least I don't take part in the hate.